Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, the largest invasion of a neighboring country in Europe since World War II.
Hamas has launched a surprise attack within Israel's borders overnight.
Iran gives up to $100 million a year to Hamas.
Xi Jinping says Taiwan will be reunified with China during his New Year's address.
So 2024 must mark an inflection point. We stand at this crossroads, whether to surrender to a sea of troubles or do everything we can to deter.
The growing number of world conflicts and threats have strengthened ties between Moscow and Beijing,
pledging to shape a new world order.
Xi told Putin that they are driving changes not seen in a century and will provide an alternative to Western influence.
Ibrahim Raisi's visit comes as both China and Iran strengthen their relationships with Russia. Both sides say they're opposed to a world order led by the United States and its allies.
China is by far the most serious challenge to U.S. national security, with the power to reshape the international order to Beijing's liking.
Both the People's Republic of China and Russia have the means to threaten our interests and our way of life.
We're the last real superpower, and now China is a near peer-to-peer adversary to us now. And of course, their goal is to rebuild the empire. They're even putting outposts around us. They're buying up farmland in states here in the U.S. and even in some of these localities. We have Chinese CCP-owned companies that are coming in and open shop on Main Street.
An age of idealism has been replaced by a period of hard-headed realism. Old enemies are reanimated, new foes are taking shape, battle lines are being redrawn.
Russia is gathering its forces as it attempts to break Ukrainian defenses across the eastern Donetsk region. Russia is also receiving support from Iran. Ukrainian officials say Moscow has used hundreds of Iranian drones to hit civilian and military targets. And then there's China. The records show that Chinese state-owned companies provided Russian government-owned defense firms with navigation equipment, jamming technology, and jet fighter parts.
Iran has increasingly turned its sights toward China.
China is Iran's biggest trading partner and the only customer of its heavily sanctioned oil exports. Plans made under a 25-year strategic agreement signed in 2021.
According to the New York Times, the agreement calls for joint training and exercises, joint research and weapons development, and intelligence sharing.
And actively deepen defense cooperation with new member Iran.
Iran-backed groups form a land bridge across the Middle East and connect in an alliance that Tehran calls the axis of resistance.
Russian, Chinese firearms, relics from previous wars that made their way into the hands of Hamas.
The foundation of the world order being shaken to their core. To guarantee our freedoms, we must be prepared to deter.
And as we work in concert to meet the authentic problems of our time, we will generate a vision and an energy which will demonstrate anew to the world the superior vitality and the strength of the free society.